Welcome all to Hit or Miss. I'm your host, Night Strike, and Travis has detention, so he is not here with us tonight. He's going to have even more detention since he's not here for Hit or Miss. But another Nebraskan here to take his place. So we've got Sandhill Shooter here with us tonight. So Sandy, go ahead.
If I can get to my button. Thanks for the invite. Glad to be here.
All right. Thanks for being the only other Nebraskan to show up.
Well, some Nebraskans are cool, and then there's Travis.
Then there's Travis. He's probably doing another peanut butter review video or something.
Maybe he bought a box of Fruit Loop Pop-Tarts.
Guy that comments, can we get a shall not be infringed? Yes, we'll get one later, but not right now. Ian, what's going on?
Hey, not much. I got my first video out this afternoon. Pretty excited about that. I just finished up my second one and just uploaded that on the channel. So real excited to be here. Thanks for the invite.
All right. Guys, I know there's only a couple out in the chat. I don't know what's going on, who's doing what now, or is somebody watching Matt or Yankee or something? Is that what's going on? We got quarked? I don't know. But yes, shall not be infringed. I'll yell it later for you guys. But we got some breaking news. We got some breaking news tonight. Breaking news. ITAR firearms regulation has been significantly lessened. And I mean that seriously. So here, this was posted a few days earlier on Gun University. Of course, NS. Of course, it was also posted on AmmoLand. Who did this one? Posted by AmmoLand themselves. But Washington, Newton, Connecticut, AmmoLand.com, the National Shooting Sports Foundation, the Trade Association for Firearms and Ammunition Industry applauds the Trump administration posting for public inspection for the final rules that modernize the export regulations for sporting and commercial firearms and ammunition products. The formal publication of the final rule is scheduled for January 23rd, so just a few days. By the way, if you haven't seen my other video, January 23rd is also the Rhode Island Rally and Lobby Day. So go and check that video out if you're in the Rhode Island area, or if you're going to be in the area, or if you know somebody in the area. Go check that out and let them know that that's going on, so that you can help them, because Rhode Island's getting it a bit worse than Virginia is, even though Virginia's getting pretty bad. All right. Buttcat said he will join us momentarily, so we're going to go through this article first, and then we're going to do a small recap of what happened in Virginia this weekend. Not this weekend, but over the yesterday. And Black Cat's going to join us for that when he gets done. So let's go finish this up. But basically, January 23rd, the rules will be implemented 45 days after formal publication. And basically, what these new rules do is they listen. I don't know if you know, but if you registered as an FFL, whether you were registering as a manufacturer or just a retailer, or if you were registering as a gunsmith, you'd have to register as a manufacturer of firearms and ammunition, non-NFA items, or not destructive devices. And the issue is, what happened was you'd have to pay a $2,300 ITAR export, tax, and then it was like $50 or $70 on top of every firearm made after 50. Okay. And it didn't make sense, because if you're making firearms for the American people, for American civilians only, why do you need to pay an export tax? Sandhills, what sense does that make, having to pay an export tax if you're selling to the United States and not anybody else? Right? It doesn't make sense, does it?
It does not make sense.
Yeah. So So basically, the Trump administration has been going through and modernizing and adjusting, the Cold War era export controls and putting American manufacturers on an even playing field with their foreign competitors. Believe it or not, there's a lot of gun companies that are foreign that are bringing guns into the country. Well, they're selling them to their people. So
we've got to remember that none of this is supposed to make sense. It's infringement, and it's designed to make it harder for people to produce guns,
Yes.
sell guns, and that's what it's always been about. We can't get that confused at all. So you're absolutely right. It makes no sense, but it's not designed to.
Right, but again, technically, on a level, it does violate if you were an FFL and them making you have to pay an export tax of which you're not exporting anything outside the country. Technically, they're violating your right to commerce, either as a consumer or as even as a manufacturer, a business. So it's a violation. But anyways, basically, the new rules also eliminate a punitive annual $2,250 registration fee that gunsmiths and small companies who do not manufacture nor export firearms or ammunition products were forced to pay. Some of them were forced to pay it because they were registering as a manufacturer, but only because in some states, gunsmiths were required to file as manufacturers because of some of the parts they had to remanufacture. When older firearms break, you would literally have to make parts from scratch to replace them because some firearms parts they don't make anymore. You guys know this. All of us has watched Seeing Arsenal. We know that some parts just can't be fabricated anymore. They have to be made from hand or from scratch using a mill, a CNC machine, a lathe, that kind of thing. You guys know this. I know this. It's not news. What else does it do? I'm going through all this as we're talking because I haven't gotten a chance to read the whole thing, but it sounds good. The rules issued today transferred export licensing for sporting and commercial firearms and ammunition products to the Commerce Department from the State Department. This change removes unnecessary and outdated regulations and allows the state to focus its export control resources on those items that give our warfighters a tactical advantage. It makes no sense to treat the commercial sale of hunting or target shooting rifles with the same level of scrutiny as nuclear weapons, tanks, and fighter aircraft. Actually, that also makes sense. Ian, explain.
I think it's you're talking about putting that on the same level of the firearms, correct?
Before with ITAR, they were putting commercial firearms that are meant for civilians on the same level as those weapons.
Yeah, see that again, that's totally incomprehensible. It's designed to be a flaw. On paper, it sounds great, but when in reality, I have a hard time selling that fact.
Right. So, I can't say anything other than this is good news, and I'm glad to hear it because one, it may spark more people to get an FFL now that you haven't gotten one previously. I think this also lessens it on manufacturers who just sell in this country because it doesn't make sense for someone to become a manufacturer and a gunsmith in the United States and have to pay an export tax when they're working for the American people because they're trying to make products and fix products for the American people. So why in the hell would they have to pay an export tax, that goes just to the government, but they're not exporting anything? I mean, if they wanted to export something, that's different. But if they're just trying to sell to, Joe Blow, what the hell? It never made any sense to me. And the fact that they are reforming this, that's good. It's good news.
Well, and when did they create the law that you had to have a brick and mortar to hold an FFL license?
Clinton administration, I think. So, all right, I got some more details. Manufacturers will no longer have to pay the ITAR registration fee either if they're not exporting out of the country. America can be more competitive internationally without undue burdens. No long approval processes, no congressional approval needed for deals over $1 million, and easier sharing of technical information for designs and R&D. Easier training of our foreign allies. Certain information can now be shared online. Example, 3D printed gun plans. Right there. If this is the kind of information you like to know about, be sure to sign up, at the NSSF about this. Also, go to Gun University. They've got a nice article piece on this. But the fact that this is going on is great. It's great news. I'm even considering it an FFL now because it's awesome. It's awesome. So there we go. All right. So Fluffy, did you get the email? You jumping in yet? Not yet? All right. Travis is he's got detention. He says he's running late this evening. He's at church. So remind everyone when Travis gets here that he has detention. Just let him know. Black Cat is still putting the chitlins to bed, so we'll move on from that. We got some people talking about some of the stuff that they've seen at SHOT Show already. One of them I did want to talk about was the Diamondback DBX. Basically, they made an AR-15 pistol that uses 5.7 magazines and basically uses the 5.7 round. And people are commenting out there on the chat about the price of it. It's like the MSRP is like either $12.99 or $13.99 for an AR pistol that shoots 5.7. I'm pretty sure even if I bought a pistol upper, or I just bought like the upper, the 5.7 upper that takes the P90 mags, it wouldn't cost me any more than like $300 or $400 for that. And then I can build a lower for like about $100, and bam, there we go. And the rounds just pop out of the magazine, the AR lower magazine, and they expel that way because you're using the P90 mag on top. And I would rather use that and spend like what, $800 or not? You probably could build one for like $7. But again,
what's the price of a Banshee in 5.7? It's way up there too.
Yeah. I mean, maybe these are just the MSRPs on the prices. Maybe they're going to go down a couple hundred bucks, like maybe $200 or $300, and maybe they'll sell them like for $8 or $9. But even then, that's still pretty expensive for something like this. I don't understand it. It's Diamondback. They don't make super quality firearms. So what? Are they trying to recoup the losses on the research and design on this? No, I saw a video of it. I saw the expose on it. I saw people shooting it at SHOT Show's Firearms Day, and the only thing I can tell is it looks nice. I'd like to have one. Unfortunately, at the MSRP price of it, I cannot afford one, nor would I buy one. So I don't know what's going on.
Seen it yet. It just takes the magazines of the regular FN 5.7 pistol. I haven't seen one of those yet.
What should I do? Should I file for an FFL and make one that uses the Ruger 5.7 magazines instead, and charge half as much?
Can you make one and charge half as much and still make a profit?
Probably.
I mean, therein lies the problem. I don't know what you got to do for twist rates or any of that in a 5.7 barrel versus like a 5.56.
If their manufacturing is too costly, then they need to reassess how they're manufacturing it, what they're manufacturing, and seeing if they can cut the price on that a little bit for people, because the only because that's a higher end price for a pistol. Okay, I understand if it was like a Desert Eagle, or if it was something that literally you have to pay that much because of the manufacturing process. With this, it doesn't seem like it's worth it. But again, I mean, that's only my opinion. This is only my opinion and some of the opinion of some of the panel out there. But for that price, I could probably buy 3 or 4 AR-15s with that price. Because I'd probably be able to myself like Dead Horse, and there you go. But again, it looked cool. The videos of it were cool. But again, for the price, I don't know. I necessarily wouldn't get it.
It's a carbine market right now. Everybody's into carbines. Everyone wants to buy one. They're looking at them. They don't want a polymer one. They want to switch over, and they're inflated right now. If the market stays somewhat stable, they'll come down in a little bit. But man, after everybody buys them, we'll be able to pick them up on a used market, I think, at a fair price. But right now, at this price, I agree with you. It's way too high.
Yeah. I mean, let me put it this way. If you wanted an AR-15 that expelled the spent casings through the AR-15 magazine well, and it used P90 mags, I mean, you can buy one of those rifles for $708. I'd rather buy one of those than spend $1,300 or $1,200 on a pistol. Just
all day
saying.
long. Yep.
Just saying, just because it's not that it's not worth it. It's that I have a hard time justifying it for a pistol, an AR pistol. Okay, that's all I have a hard time with. I mean, why couldn't they just use like normal ARs, just reuse some of the AR parts just to cut costs? But again, it seems more like a gimmick than it does an actual product that they want to mass produce. And maybe the intent was not to mass produce it. Maybe the intent was just to get enough people to have interest in it so they can make a run on them and then just stop making them. So, anyways, that's just my opinion on that. All right. What else? The other thing, has anyone seen what the price on the Ruger 5.7s are?
When they first came out, I was seeing 530, 540. Now I'm seeing low 600s on them. 609, basically half the price of an FN 5.7.
I mean, I've seen some pre-orders for 579.
Yeah.
At that point, that's pretty good. I mean, why if you want a carbine, why not just create a little thing, a PCC carbine? Why not just create like a shell? Then you can just put the Ruger 5.7 in, and there you go. Charge $100, $200 for it. And there you go. You got the same thing.
Has Ruger made an announcement that they're going to do a PCC in 5.7, or they say they're not going to?
I don't know if they are or not, but I'm just saying that somebody can make a shell for the pistol and just go with that. So
there was another company that we talked about last night when we went to that Gun Holsters and Gear article, and they were showing off. I don't remember what the company was. I don't think it was Chiappa. Somebody's making a 5.7 pistol or a 5.7 like PDW that takes 5.7 FN 5.7 mags.
Yeah, we already talked about it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because of who's.
What are they asking?
They're asking either $12.99 or $13.99 for it, but it's made by Diamondback.
That's basically well, they've gone up in price on their ARs, dude. They're really, really high now for what they offer. I'm not.
Yeah, and the problem is their quality wasn't any better than Delton's.
Yeah,
quite literally, their quality wasn't any better than Delton's, and they're trying to get that kind of price out of it. Don't even get me started.
Can you get a PS90 for $1,300 or not?
I can get a AR-15 that expels the casings through the AR-15 lower receiver.
Yeah.
And it uses P90 Max. I can get one of those 16-inch for $700.
Oh, I thought those were about $1,000. I was looking at them not too long ago.
I saw. I'm not going to mention what website. You can get it cheaper from other websites, but
Yeah.
I know there's a certain website that rhymes with "ert" that we won't talk about. But even they're selling them for about $700. You could probably find a better deal elsewhere online. But I'm just saying, if you can buy one for $700, why would you want to buy a pistol like that? You know, why not just get the upper, see if you can make the upper shorter a little bit, and then just put it on a pistol. There you go. Anyways, I'm just saying there are better ways. So, all right, moving on. We're going to talk about Virginia. I don't know if you guys have heard what's going on with Virginia, but I saw something, a picture I had to share about Virginia. I know people are going to get angry at this, but I have to share it. So we're going to this mode. I'm going to screen share this real quick. People are going to get pissed off, but here we go. This is what Democrats say rally won't impact their plan for gun control legislation. And this is for Virginia. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure if that rally really helped on Monday or whether it just kind of, did whatever. But we're going to go over a little bit of the recap. So Black Cat, are you here now? Or have you finally gotten done with the chitlins and the litter box?
Yeah, I'm here for a few minutes anyway.
Okay, so can you give us a quick recap of what happened in Virginia?
A bunch of people showed up and said, we're not going to listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was more than a bunch.
I was like a little over 200,000.
No, it's not that high. The guys that I know that were on the ground said between 30 and 40,000. VSP, Virginia State Police, has said it could be 100,000 from their estimates, which they were in the sky. So
all I know is
they don't have
an
official number.
From the pictures, there was a ton of people. There were a ton of people there. So
it was probably somewhere around 40,000. Just would be my guess. I'm trying to find something here that was on that had pertained to this because I don't know when that quote was from that Democrat that you were talking about there, but I think it's from Breitbart.
No, the one I was quoting was from the Associated Press.
Okay.
And we all know they're pretty anti-gun anyways, but But
I was going to say there was something that came out today, and it was updates from Cam Edwards. It was on BearingArms.com. Okay. Virginia red flag law does not have the votes to pass. A few Dems have due process concerns, and the Virginia assault weapons ban now does not have enough votes to pass. I'm thinking
maybe that helped.
Are they going to lose? Is there more stipulations coming out? 2-day waiting period or magazine bans or anything like that? They got to worry about instead.
I have no idea. I'm just thinking. I'm just reading what I got as a message here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
All good.
So
I did my show earlier, and I've been on the road all day, so I haven't really had huge opportunity to get into it. But that was a message from somebody that was at the rally yesterday.
Yeah. You had a friend who went to the rally, and you sent me pictures on.
Let
me see if I can pull up some of those pictures for everyone.
I think I sent them to you on Instagram. If not, Travis has some. I emailed some of them to him. Yeah,
I appreciate that. I gave you guys credit, you and Justin Hemme, for getting those out. Those were awesome, man.
I know you emailed them to me, so I'm gonna go see if I can find that email.
All right.
So it was. I really appreciated that, by the way.
Yeah,
they look nice, man.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah. I see it as a complete success. I mean, there was tens of thousands of people that showed up to protest gun rights, and no matter what all the naysayers and doom and gloomers on the internet said, it turned out perfect.
I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. Just for everyone, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. Okay.
I wasn't singling you out. I'm just saying there was a lot of that going on before the rally.
I know, and I was worried that some of the people that are against would do something, to cause problems. So their thing, and apparently instead of doing that, they decide to play ball, which is weird because that normally never happens. So here's one of the pictures that that Black Cat sent me. Let's go to the other one. That one it's a bit different, but as you can see, there are tons of people there. Tons. Okay. It's another picture. Wow. Look at that. And one more. See? There were lots of people. It seems like everybody was recording too. So, wow. Anyways, those are all the pictures I've got. I can't get them off of the Instagram. So, but either way, it was nice to see that people were supporting the whole Virginia thing. No, I heard that what was it? There were a couple celebrities there too. I think what's his name? Guy over in Greenville. What's his name? Such went. I saw a picture where he was,
did he?
Yeah, he went and
Mr. Guns and Gear.
Yeah, Mr. Guns and Gear was there too. So
I know Mr. Guns and Gear went.
Yeah, because I saw a picture where they were standing out just around the corner from here, and they took a selfie. So, because I remember seeing that, so that was good to see. But yeah, so that's a little bit of what went on in Virginia. Though again, as in fashion, that whole state of emergency was so much of an emergency that nothing happened, right, guys?
Oh yeah, and it was. I don't know if you saw all the pictures I sent you too. It was, all those white nationalists that were there.
I don't know.
It was amazing.
G23. Apparently, G23 says our great friend, the chemicals in the water gave frogs guy, Mr. Alex Jones.
Yes, Alex Jones was there.
I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad, but again, Alex Jones was there. So, well, at least he showed his support, I guess.
I thought it was hilarious. At one point, there was a local news station that was trying to do a spin on the white nationalist thing. They were showing a picture of people carrying a Confederate flag, and then they panned across and picked up a group of black people wearing Black Guns Matter shirts, carrying rifles, and quick pan back the other way real quick.
They're the white nationalists. I heard that people heard what they were saying. It says that's an effing lie, and we're calling them liars as they said that live on air.
Yeah,
hear that too?
Yeah,
that was great. That was great. So, no.
Let's just remind the audience that everybody on the south side of that fence was armed and there was no problems. Yeah. Again, because we're rational gun owners.
Well, that's the thing. See, that's where my buddy got his estimate from, because it was 10,000 people inside the fence, and then he was estimating 3 to 4 times that many outside the fence. So that's where he got the 40,000 number from.
And people were carrying guns outside the fence because they could, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Because I saw one dude, he was walking around with a Barrett rifle, and I'm like, that had to have been outside the fence.
That's everybody's hero of the day, right?
Yeah, that was Black Cat. Black Cat sent me a picture of that, and I'm like, wow.
That's a hell of a sling he was rocking. I want to know what that sling was, man. To rock a 28 rifle all day long.
I'm surprised no one told him to go home.
Yeah, providing our own Overwatch.
You guys had the fire support, man.
Yeah. I even saw people walking around with M1 Garens and M1 Ace as well. So that was pretty cool.
Did you see the guy dressed up in a colonial uniform?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was awesome.
That was pretty good. I saw that.
I believe I sent you the picture of the guys that brought the guillotine and put it up too.
You did. I saw that. That was nice.
So that's confirmed that really did happen then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a picture of it.
All right. So
Can I put it in the chat?
So we're gonna chalk this up as the Virginia rally and lobby day was a success, but again, we need to stay vigilant because if this is going to happen in one state, you bet your hind end that it's going to happen in another state. And I just did a video today of where it's happening next, and it's happening in Rhode Island on January 23rd because they're getting it hit hard. I did a video just a few minutes just a few hours before Hit or Miss because I promised one of Matt's followers that I would do it on Matt's Discord. So I did do a video. Check that out. If you haven't checked it out, go back and watch it because there was some information there. I also put the information in the description of that video if you want to go and support any of those groups that are hosting that rally. Because if you can't be there, help those groups out because if it's happening in Virginia, it's going to happen in Rhode Island next. And remember, it's literally the domino theory. If one falls, another one will fall, and then it'll just keep going. And we can't have that. So, guys, go watch that video if you haven't done so already. But other than that, we need to stay vigilant and make sure that we, double down. We're united as far as the Second Amendment, but the fact is we need to start pushing just as hard as the Virginians did in our own states to prevent any of that stuff trickling down our way. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
I'll plug the PA rally is going to be on Monday, June 8th. We have our lobby day and rally. So I'm going to try and plug that as early and often as I can. I'm hoping we can get at least a percentage of people since Virginia, they just saw what happened there. Maybe we can get people in our state to actually get off their ass before, we actually get to that point that we have to fight laws like that.
Did you say Monday, June 8th?
Yeah, it's Monday, June 8th.
I'm out of school. I might just have to fly out and be with you, homies.
And
and
Black Cat sent me a picture of the guillotine. So there's the guillotine in Virginia. Let's see if we can get a bigger picture. There we go.
Hey, somebody tell Midnight Range I'm gonna come crash on his couch, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, just let me sleep in the kitchen. I'll be fine.
I'll just show up. Hey, what's up, bro?
You Travis's can stick together. All right, man. I gotta get to bed.
All right.
Thanks, Black Cat, for giving us that info and sharing the pictures with us, man.
Yep. Talk to you later, man.
All right, later.
Bye.
All right, Travis. Travis, you've been a bad monkey. You have detention.
Well, it's okay. I mean,
you got detention.
Hey,
you were late.
We
had to go with the unofficial co-host. We had to go with Samuel Shooter tonight. So,
dude, look, man. In the
we
last
only had one Nebraskan here instead of two, and you know how that goes.
Dude, one Nebraskan can hold down anything, man. I mean, seriously, But no, I had a meeting this evening. It was my last meeting for this committee that I'm on since, as you guys know, I'm moving and I'm off the committee now. So my Tuesday nights are free, all for you, Night Strike. And I'll be here like I've been here every Tuesday for the last, 2 years now? Yeah. There you go, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, I will definitely serve 30 minutes. I'll clean some guns if you want me to. If that's
you're gonna have to.
Yep. No problem, man. That works.
You gotta wear a dunce hat.
Yeah, basically. We should. Hey, I was thinking about we should start a new organization because I kind of look at a lot of us and I look at those pictures. I think we need to create Dad Bod Lives Matter as an organization. You don't even have to be a father to join. Like, we're not going to discriminate if you're not a dad. You don't have. But even if you don't have a dad bod, we want you just to come join us because at some point you will. So I'm telling you, man. DBLM. DBLM Dad's Bods Lives Matter. DBLM.
Stacy's going after me, even though she has a link. He's saying at Night Strike he can't have detention if he was in church. God trumps chat. No one said anything about God or President Trump. Okay.
No,
nobody said anything about either of them.
We separate church and state on GunTube here, so I've earned it. Yeah. I've earned it. So hey, I'll go make a cleaning video. Okay.
Yeah. No. Right. Well, after we're done. After we're done.
Right.
So.
All right, I got you. Well, I did one last night. So it's already done. So okay.
We already talked about everything I had on the docket tonight because we got through everything. Shit.
You guys talk about the PSA pistol coming out?
No, I didn't see anything on it yet.
PSA is making their own version of the kind of a Glock 19 clone for $299.
Are they?
Yep, they're making one with and without. What was the deal? I think there's one with and without optics cuts, with and without a threaded barrel. They showed it off today. Fit and Fire did a really good interview with PSA today at SHOT Show, and they showed off that, and then they showed off a wicked 5.56 300 blackout. I want to say either pistol or SBR called the Jackal, and it's got a monolithic upper. It's all made out of a single block of billet for the upper. It's beautiful, man. And then also
Did they say anything about the MP5?
Yeah, they're hoping to get it out in 2020. They had to resource parts, so they're trying to build an inventory, so they have enough to offer when they first come out. That
I mean, if
they're
they
going to
need
sell
parts
out anyway, but
if they need parts, go talk to PTR. Make a deal with PTR.
Yeah.
PTR's here.
Here's the deal.
No. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
PTR is here in South Carolina. It's not like they can't just go over to PTR and make a deal with them.
They actually got an alliance with a company that makes race gun parts, and so they've got really nice internals going up. But they've also been working on their GF4 AK line, and then they're also making an AK line that has the only FN barreled AK in the world. They're going to start releasing that too. So they've got like 2 or 3 new AKs they're introducing this year. They've got the Jackal, and then they've also got the pistol. So they got like 4 new models they're releasing this year. And then let's see, Firearm Blogger. Who is it? Is it Firearm Blog? TFB TV, they had an interview with the guy from High Point to show off the new Yeet cannons.
Right.
They're doing a bunch of those too. They're going to have a bunch of different varieties you can choose from, but they're going to start at 200. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Well, they said they're hoping to get that out by 2020 also.
Absolutely. Well, it's already 2020, so they got
Yeah, I mean, I'm still writing 2019 on my checks, but I'm just saying, yeah. Yeah, no, they're hoping to get it out this year by the end of the year. So we just gotta wait, man. I'd rather have them take their time and not make the next, Remington RP9 and make something good. Take their time, get it out.
You mean Remington R51?
Any of the Remingtons as of late, dude. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
No offense to Remington owners, but come on, man. I own them and I've had issues too.
Well, it's all Freedom Group's fault. So. But yeah, so there you go. There's some more SHOT Show stuff. I'm not really into the whole SHOT Show thing because, well, I didn't go 1 and 2. I didn't think I'd be interested in anything. So,
well, hey, we got a lot of gun channel people that are out there. Gizzard Gary's out there, Clover Tack, Ghost Tactical's out there. There's a lot of good footage those guys are putting out there. So
there's enough people. There's enough people covering the stuff already. So I don't think there's anything I could add to what anybody else is. Though I don't know if you saw this, but C4 Defense Sarge posted a video of him shooting a full auto AK at range day. Check that out, and also check out the comment I pointed out because I had to give him a jab.
Did he get to meet Jerry Michalek or something? Did he check out the JM 940 shotgun?
Apparently, yes. They did go. Jerry Michalek was over there. I don't know if Clover met him or if C4 met him, but Jerry Michalek was at SHOT Show and at range day, and I guess some of the gun guys got to see him.
Well, rumor has it, the legend is if you shake his hand that you automatically have a faster trigger finger after.
Yeah, right.
The magic of that man is cast upon you, so yeah.
And also, Stacy is snob free right now, so that's probably why Kingpin isn't here right now.
Ooh.
No, kidding. But apparently some people out in the chat are saying Sky also unveiled its CPX2 with optic cuts and the red optic, and it's like what is it, $339?
The MSRP, so it'll probably be $299.
Probably
with the Crimson Trace though.
Yeah.
Is it Crimson Trace? Yeah, Crimson Trace. Now they're also doing that DVG1, which I can't wait to see what people have to say about that. Their slimline model that's got the new trigger in it and stuff. That's coming out, and then they got the Mossberg MCM C2 or whatever the hell it's called. Their larger size version of the MC2 pistol. Yeah, it seems like they're either filling in calibers with currently existing guns, like new calibers, or they're making the guns that are out there bigger and making new models. Me personally, I'm still holding out to see if Glock releases a G49. Maybe they'll wait till NRA to do that. Single stack 10mm.
I was hoping Glock would just completely blindside everybody and say, "Surprise! We got something new and innovative compared to what we normally the normal crap we release." But Glock, being the company that it is, disappointed us once again.
Well, I mean, they're releasing some new models and some revisions, and
I don't care. I don't care if the 44 is so new and great and whatnot. It's a glorified 22 at like what, $400? Yeah, no thanks.
I'm not going to sit there and defend them, but I will say that if they made a 22 that functions well and can run off of various kinds of ammo, then it's worth the investment. Because I mean, I've fired the GSG Firefly and had a lot of issues with it. Some of the semi-automatic 22s, they just get finicky. You know, if they can make something that's reliable and runs well and can run a lot of rounds before it starts to carbon foul, then that's a good thing to have. You know, it's less frustrating for the end user.
So, and they're going to come out. They're going to come out with a larger capacity magazine.
Okay.
Or the aftermarket is definitely going to meet that demand. There's no way it's going to stay at 10. I think it's a sale. I think it's a sale point. You can sell it everywhere for 10 rounds.
There's other people that'll go with the Taurus TX22 instead, and have a larger frame gun with the larger magazine and maybe a better experience. I don't know. Well,
and it's a sweet gun.
Yep. Somebody speaks for experience.
So,
yep.
There's that. We got any emails out there?
While you've got a lull, I'm going to hop out. Thanks for letting me in here. I'm going to fire up my chat, which happens as soon as Hit or Miss ends. So go check out Get Off My Lawn podcast. We'll talk a little bit about Virginia, but not the stuff that's already been said. And I'm prepared to step on some toes and become unpopular tonight. Just a forewarning. Hope to see you there.
Good. You are going to be
scared, man. I'm getting scared, dude.
Yeah, I'm used to it. Yeah. All right, thanks, Rick.
I'm fearing this.
Okay, no problem.
I might have to come on, dude.
So Travis, you can stay a few minutes longer if you want.
I got a couple minutes. Yeah.
He's not starting yet. He's waiting for us to finish. So there we go.
All right.
So Travis, do you have anything interesting you'd like to talk about other than what we've already went over? We went over literally everything. Okay, you missed it. There. Earlier we had breaking news.
Dude, it's only 18 minutes late. You never start on time. You mean to tell me you start on time for once when I'm not here, and then
wow. You know what the breaking news was, Travis?
No, man, I have absolutely no idea.
The Trump administration has modernized ITAR.
Really?
Yeah.
As in
they moved it from one agency to another and removed the $2,300 fee.
So that's the manufacturer fee if you want to make certain parts or you want to make guns?
If you want to register as an FFL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then we did ITAR. So there's a quick recap of what we talked about. We also talked about some of the other guns at SHOT Show and whatnot, and kind of wrapped on Diamondback's pistols. We talked about Virginia, showed Virginia pictures. We talked about PSA stuff.
Yep.
What else is there to talk about? Does anybody?
I got a little topic here real quick. Stoker's got the STR-9, a very much unknown, but in my opinion, well built polymer 9mm. They're making one with an optics cut now, like everybody else, and they're also making in flat dark earth. I had an opportunity to hold one of these in the store, and it kind of reminds me of like a SD9 VE meets like a H&K. VP9 meets a Glock. It's kind of an interesting design. Now it is Turkish manufacturer, but Stoker is an American company, and they have been for basically forever. So I mean, I got to give them that credit. Those are going to sell for I think MSRP at $399.
There is one thing. Did you hear that Kel-Tec released an integrally suppressed Sub 2000? At SHOT Show Range Day.
That I did not know.
They got an integrally suppressed Kel-Tec Sub 2000 at SHOT Show. I don't know if it was Kel-Tec that did it. Nope. Kel-Tec was. They're quietly showing it off and keeping it under wraps. But I was looking at that, and let me see if I can show pictures of this real quick because this is from the Truth About Guns. But check this out. This is pretty sweet. Okay, here's what it looks like. Okay.
Oh wow.
And then there's a video of a guy shooting it. And there you go, right there. That's what
it looks like. Some parts that go underneath your sink or something,
right?
Where's the garbage supposed to go? No, but seriously, I'd buy one.
But look at that; it's integrally suppressed, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I did not see that. It
looks like an attachment for a car wash, man.
Yeah, But again, it's nice to see Kel-Tec coming out with some stuff too.
Now, on a sad note, they are retiring the Travis P11 pistol. You saw that, right?
Which one? The CPX?
The P11. Kel-Tec's retiring the P11 pistol, which has been out for 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, well, it's not the greatest pistols either.
Well, I'm not the greatest of people either, so
Lightweight. This one is this one they're talking about. The suppressed is 9mm. I don't know if they're going to do one in 45, but even if it's in G-Web's favorite caliber, 9mm, then I guess it's up your alley. If you're not into 9mm, well then hope they do a 45 soon. Hope they do a 45.
I'm sure a Stal plus P hollow point out of that thing could do some serious damage if it needed to. I mean, you can argue what you want about calibers, but that would have some pretty good velocity with some pretty good power behind it. So, I mean, I'm looking at upgrading calibers myself, but still, I'm not doubting that 9mm works. All right. Any other guns?
Ghost Shadow was mentioning something that he talked to Roland and was told they're working on an AR kit. Think using 32 round Glock magazines, firing rounds with 44 Magnum power from an AR. Said may see them third quarter this year. Okay, that sounds interesting.
Who's this again? Who's making it?
Roland, ROWLAND.
Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, I thought you meant Roro.
I think those are the same guys that make the Roland 460.
460 Roland round or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it ROW or ROL? ROWLAND?
ROWLAND. Yeah. Yeah, they're. I guess they're converting. They're converting AR. They got an AR conversion kit that converts it to 460 Roland. Is what they're talking about.
Okay.
Which is literally like 44 Magnum or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the details. I don't know the details on it. I'm just reading what people are posting, and as far as information, so that we can get it. What size bullet should you shoot out of a suppressed 9mm? Well, obviously a 9mm bullet.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna want to go with the subsonic.
And you have to use subsonic. You have to use subsonic. So I don't know what grain subsonic ammo would be.
I mean, I don't know, but I would say go with a higher grain, like a 147. You want, because it's going to be going at a slower speed, but you want something that's going to have maybe a little more energy behind it, a little more mass, because it's going to be flying at a slower velocity. So I can't imagine you'd want a lighter round necessarily, because you could lose penetration due to lack of energy and speed. But I would go 147 grade subsonic. Maybe Hornady might make a hollow point you could pick up, like a. Oh, I'm trying to think of maybe a custom round or something.
I mean, what? I think, what is it, 147 grain is usually the standard for subsonic loads, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to go to Hornady's website and see what they offer for 9. Let's see.
So.
And, you're going to see more of that, I think, coming out as those pistol caliber carbines get more popular. I think you're going to maybe start to see a little more premium ammunition coming out, too.
So, I would say just go with 147. If that doesn't work, try some other.
Okay. Hornady makes a 147 grain XTP subsonic round.
I like the XTP lines. They're pretty
tips,
good.
Yeah, those are solid.
Yeah,
nice. I don't think those are.
That's what I use in my SIG. So
yeah,
I either use the SIG V Crown Performance, or I just use Hornady XTP for self defense. Because those two rounds just work flawlessly in the SIG P320 and the 229.
Who's asking that question, by the way?
That was Clay.
Okay, I was gonna say, because it's gonna be inexpensive. You're looking at almost $1 a round, so maybe you want to just, I don't know if you, whenever you can, if you want to practice with it on your own, spend the money, do it. But maybe just get a couple boxes to keep for home defense. But do run a boxer to make sure it's going to cycle, and then also just make sure you're gonna know where it's gonna go when you pull the trigger. Because when you change grain weights, you can get a little bit of fluctuation in the accuracy. So
yeah, you could try subsonic 124 grain too.
Now, nice thing about
but
that one,
I think I think 147 though is the sweet spot.
That's rated for varmint less than 50 pounds, target match use, as well as personal defense. So that sounds like a nice match for what you want to run through PCC or whatever you want to run it through, right?
Right. Whether you're running it through a PCC or just a normal pistol, it'd be fine. So there you go. Anything else?
I don't know if I really saw much of any. There's a couple other companies that are kind of coming out with some Glock 19 style guns. A lot of expensive guns coming out, but like I said, I'm looking to upgrade to my my daily carry. I just don't know what to go to. So
yeah.
Tough decision, man. Tough decision. Oh, I did pick up a pistol lower PSA. I got that up at SS Pawn today. Went ahead and ordered it and showed up. So it was like $179, I think, is what I paid for it. And it's got the SBA3 or the SB3 brace on it. And I got some Magpul furniture I'm going to slap on there too. So I'm kind of excited to try that out.
What's your ED?
Yeah.
Right now, honestly, I bounce between. It depends. I do Gen 4 Glock 17 when I've got a heavy winter coat on and I'm out and about. Otherwise, just a Ruger EC9S with an extra mag and critical defense. I mean, it shoots well. It's accurate. It's comfortable. I really do enjoy shooting it. I mean, it's got a great trigger on it. I want to go something single stack, either 357 SIG or 10 millimeter. I know I want something that's going to have a little more takedown power to it. So that's what I'm thinking about switching up to.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah. But I mean, I've carried many different guns. I started off with an FN9C compact, and that was a little chunky. So then I switched over to forgive me for saying this, Sky CPX2, which was faithful for the first 1,000 rounds, and then she just quit working for me. And after that, I moved over to a PT111G2 for a couple of years. And then after that, I switched over to the EC9S and then the G9, the Glock 17.
So.
And I will be doing a video on this. I did pick up there's a company called Bernie. They make coats kind of like Carhartt jackets. They've got the Echo 1 series of concealed carry wear. I did pick up one of their coats on eBay. Negotiated with the dude and got one for $70. And that's got these little drop-down pockets in the front where you can put your holsters and your mags, which is really cool. And it minimizes printing. So if you want to carry a secondary weapon with you, a larger weapon, you could do that. And I'm going to be showing that off on the channel pretty soon, too, since it's still wintertime and it's an e-coat.
Right.
I buy a lot of their outerwear, so.
No wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think that's it. That's all we got tonight. So why don't we go through the room and do the outros and get with it. You know, we'll jump all over to Sandy's, and I might not be there. I might be there. Depends on what's happening tonight. But yeah.
She's going to shake things up a little bit, so we'll have to see what that's all about. I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared.
I don't know. I may jump over for German Strudel. It just depends.
If he starts playing some "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift, I might have to run away. So I don't know.
I might have to too. But again, Travis, give us your outro.
Well, guys, this is Travis P11. Check out my channel, Travis P11 on YouTube, and you can also find me over on GunTube.org. And what else do I got to say? We got a little podcast. What's that? Who? What?
GunTube.org is working great. You know,
yes.
Chamber's working.
Doing good.
You know, the website is working. Live streaming is good. So we're 100% on GunTube.
Go post all your assembly videos over there, your 80% lower videos. Show us exactly how to do that. Anything that you think, you know, we
disassembly and modification videos.
Yes, please show us how to upgrade the trigger in your AR. That would be awesome to be able to see that with no threats to your channel. So, yeah.
I don't know if you heard, but Scene Arsenal got hit from just showing their machine guns at the range.
Were they live streaming though?
They weren't live streaming. One of the videos got hit.
They have weird. Okay, if you look in the firearms regulations for YouTube, it says they really get finicky about showing off anything that could convert the weapon, which they weren't doing, but anything that's got full auto, you know. Well, and so there's a lot of YouTube channels that cover that, like Rocky Veterans.
It's a gun that's over 100 years old. It was a Maxim.
I know. They don't care. They don't care, dude. It doesn't matter. I mean, if I show a video of me attaching a scope to a rifle, that video could get flagged. So
yeah,
you know, I don't know. What really makes me mad about their policies is it says, oh, and anything else that you think might violate the policy. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I don't think any of it should violate the policy, so I'm not going to follow it. But I mean, you put that in there. That's stupid. That's like me saying to my students, right? Hey, just don't do anything that you don't think would be inappropriate. Man, they're kids. They follow their own rules, dude. Well, if you don't set the rules, they're going to make their own rules, man. And then you're going to punish them because they don't follow your rules. Dude, really? Yeah. I'm fine. But hey, man, you have yourself a good night. All right. Take it easy.
All right.
Cool.
Ian, you got anything you want to plug or, make anyone aware of?
Yeah, check out my channel, Duke Liberty, on YouTube. I just uploaded my first 2 videos today. Appreciate the invite, Night Strike, as always. And there's a difference between being pro-gun and pro-Second Amendment, so know what you are. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Guys, again, check out gun2.org. And right now, we're still... I don't know if we're going to continue the giveaway because only 2 people jumped in for the firearm. I'm going to have to talk to Yankee about that, see what he wants to do, because 2 people doesn't really I don't think that really works as a giveaway. So we're going to have to figure something out on that. Other than that, check out guntube.org. Check out, GunTube's Patreon. Check out my Patreon if you want to see me do more content. Great. Help me out. Go further, whatever. If not, just continue watching, give the thumbs up, the comments, subscribe it if you can, and we'll see you on the next one. So, shut up, infringed!
Adios, Felicia. Adios,
how we turn
Felicia.
the damn thing off?
Yeah, I don't know. You invented it.
I didn't invent it. I just branded it.
You don't know where you put the off switch.
I don't know where I put the off switch. Where the hell
Lower
is
right-hand corner, 3 dots. Lower right-hand corner, 3 dots. Stop live stream.
It's not working.
And then stop it on the YouTube side.
I can't turn it off.
Wait. I don't know what to tell you, man. So go to the YouTube studio and go end live stream in the top right corner. Click on your YouTube studio tab that you're streaming to, and then click on stop.
I know, Travis.
Yes.
Stop ruining the moment.